Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreath.
Welcome back to News Watch 12 midday. Right now, you're taking a look at all the red flag warnings we have in place. This covers every single county in our viewing area minus Curry County. So unfortunately, our fire situation could potentially get worse as we have the threat for an abundance of lightning over critically dry fuels today. This runs from noon to 11 p.m. Temperatures right now pretty warm, but not nearly as hot as what we were looking at just last week. We're in the 80s over on the east side, 80s also for our west side valleys, 58 degrees there along the coast where the marine layer is keeping us pretty cool. All right, we have this air quality alert that is in place until at least Friday. This has been handed down by the Oregon DEQ. This goes for Jackson and Klamath counties as there's going to be a lot of smoke particulates up in the air, and you'll see that here on our near surface smoke forecast. So there's a bunch of smoke everywhere right now, but during the evening we'll get that northwest push in winds, and a lot of the smoke will get concentrated along the Cascades to the east side and of course down in Siskiyou County. And then it'll kind of broaden out as we get into Tuesday. Some of that drifts back into the Rogue Valley. And then once again, we'll see that northwest push in winds. These models aren't always necessarily the most accurate. A lot of this depends on containment of the fire, but just know that air quality is going to be reduced throughout at least until Friday, at least according to the Oregon DEQ. Here's a little bit of good news right now. We have a lot of bad news in terms of the weather, but here's some good news. We have some rain that is moving across the areas inflicted by the fire, and there's no lightning coming along with this. So we don't know how much of this is making it down to the ground, but if it is, that will certainly help containment efforts. Let me show you what happens a little bit later in the day with Stormcast. And unfortunately, we are expecting more thunderstorms to fire up predominantly on the east side. I think some of the smoke that's trapped in our west side valleys will kind of hamper some of the thunderstorm development, but it does look like we'll have that threat over on the east side. And we're not ruling out some thunderstorms within the west side valleys. This model is being pretty aggressive with it overnight. And then it looks like we're going to deal with the same thing as we head into Tuesday. You'll see more thunderstorms firing up. So the threat for lightning once again, unfortunately, and it looks like things will kind of wind down as we head into Wednesday, although we could have some more thunderstorms, just not as many as what we're going to see for today and for Tuesday. So for today, we're going to be hot, we're going to be smoky, and we'll track that threat for showers and some thunderstorms primarily during the afternoon and during the evening. And then overnight, we're going to continue to be smoky, a lot of that getting concentrated over to the east side. We'll see more thunderstorms ongoing over on the east side. If there's any bit of good news at all, it's that temperatures have come down quite dramatically when you pit it up against some of the temperatures that we saw just last week. But unfortunately, with the lightning that we're going to see for tomorrow, we have that fire weather watch that's in place for Siskiyou County, Jackson, Klamath, and Lake. Josephine County has been trimmed out of that. That goes from noon to 11 p.m. Here's your hiking planner over the next few days, and skies are going to be smoky, temperatures are going to be hot. We'll have that threat for some showers and for some thunderstorms. But thankfully, that chance kind of diminishes as we head into Wednesday and Thursday and then beyond that. So here's your 7-day forecast. Along the coast, temperatures will stay pretty moderate because of the marine layer, and we'll have some additional chances for showers as we get into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Could maybe even see some rumbles of thunder for today and tomorrow. Then for Siskiyou County, more chances for thunderstorms, so more chances for wildfire starts. Air quality is definitely the worst in Siskiyou County, of course, because of the McKinney fire. And then over on the east side, also seeing that threat for wildfire starts because of some of the lightning we could see a little bit later in the day. Again, there is a red flag warning and a fire weather watch in place for Monday and Tuesday, respectively. And then for the Cascades, also in the Cascades and Siskiyous, we are tracking that potential for some showers and thunderstorms over the next few days. Thankfully, maybe getting some beneficial rainfall from all of this. And then for the Rogue Valley, things staying pretty hot, pretty smoky, and tracking the potential for lightning over the next 6 to 7 days.
Of course, this storm system's kind of a catch-22 right now because we need the moisture. We don't need the gusty conditions. We don't need the lightning. Is there any chance that it could help kind of push some of the smoke out of our region right now?
Maybe. We have an upper level system that right now is drifting from the west to the east, so we have winds that are kind of pushing out of the west a little bit. That'll help slightly, but like I mentioned when I was showing the smoke model, a lot of that depends on the containment efforts of primarily the McKinney fire, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay, thank you, Josh.
Of course.